Got started from a friend of mine that does a program that he calls Heat for the Holidays. Their company does pretty much the same thing we did this year. I got the idea from him, and I wanted to do it last year, but just didn't have the time to get the program, up and running. And this year we started a little bit earlier, and I gave the project to my brother and Brad, and he took off with it. And here's where we are. We're putting in our first system.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing actually. And when he had said about doing it, I thought it was a great idea, awesome idea, and we just kind of took off. I think it was actually in October. It wasn't that long ago, and we threw it together very quickly, and we thought if we're going to do it, let's do it this year.
We also, after we had done the Extreme Home Makeover, the Home Edition, or Extreme Makeover Home Edition, we kind of got a taste of what it's like to give back to the community. And after getting that taste, it was like also we want to do something different, something that most other companies are not doing. Giving back to people, because we are constantly getting from the community and business, so it's how it came about.
We're presently right now at the at Ron and Carol Felix, and it's going well. The installation is going on inside. You're going to be able to see some of the footage, I hope, in this take. And these people were living in a house that was very, very cold, and they had some supplemental heating systems around. They had a gas stove running, and so this is really going to be a nice thing from them over the holidays. Today it was even snowing a little bit, and it's real cold right now as we're doing this take. But the family is really going to enjoy this over the holidays, and they're going to be warm for the first time in quite some time.
Didn't really know anything of it until Thursday when I got a call from Comfort Pro explaining to me that my sister sent in a letter stating my situation and where I stand with the heating system.
Basically, once we got the idea, we kind of did model it after, why reinvent the wheel when you have ideas. But we took it and basically decided that we wanted to get it out to churches, businesses, get the word out to churches and businesses about what we're doing. We call it schools. We call it the Comfort Pro Cares. We thought that we wanted some kind of a phrase that was different than just our logo, and we actually created another logo just for that. And got it out to the public as best we could, obviously through media outlets by doing press releases and things like that. Channel 69 News, Reading Eagle, actually Pottstown Mercury did a nice little bit for us. And we at first were a little nervous because we only got one letter in about 2 weeks, and we kept the press going, kept telling people. I was putting it out there on Facebook also with friends. And once we got it out there, we finally got 44 letters by the time the deadline was. We took those 44 letters and we asked 10 what we feel are influential people in the county, such as the Judge Schmale and Eric Weeknecht, who's the sheriff of Berks County. Went to those types of people, had them read all 44 letters, and they gave us their top 3. And then once we got the top 3, we had Craig and Robbie, our sales manager, come out to the 3 homes and visit the homes to see which ones that we felt were the most needy. And this house, Ron and Carol's house, was the only house out of the 3 that absolutely had no heat.
I had a smaller heating unit hanging on the wall for 10 years. So about 5-6 years ago, I bought one off the gas company, thinking that was my reserve when I had the money and all that. Thinking that I was in good hands, and last year my dad and I actually put that one in, one that was outside. And by the end of the winter, it was pretty well shot.
Oh, geez.
It was just failing, and the heat exchanger didn't work like it was supposed to. So we were planning on replacing the heating system this year, but things happened and all that, and we just couldn't get the money up for it.
After the judges had chose the 3 people, we had to come out and look at the furnaces that need to be done. When we arrived at this house, this furnace was not operable, and it looked like it had just pretty much started to self-destruct last year. The unit was inoperable last year, so towards the end of the year they didn't have heat, and then also all this year they haven't had heat. They've been using supplemental heaters and stuff throughout the house.
friends gave us some space heaters to keep the house warmed up. I really wasn't sure what I was going to do. I was going to try to rig up the hot water heater to heat the house. There's no way I could afford to put a heating system in. You know, we were planning on it, but things, turn of events throughout the year just didn't allow us to do that.
When we arrived at the Selig's house, I saw this water heater sitting next to the boiler, and I could just tell that somebody was in here trying to do something. And you can see it's all rotted out. He had a water leak here, and we had checked with one of our suppliers, and they agreed to give us a free water heater for the family, for the holidays, to make sure that they can have some nice warm showers. Mr. Selig didn't even know about that until this morning. And we wheeled it in and started cutting it out. And he said, what about the water heater? And I said, well, we're replacing that too.
That's another given for today. I wasn't expecting that. The hot water heater had a hole on top. I patched that earlier this summer, and I was ready to make do with that. When I saw the hot water heater, that was another Christmas present. And I'm not one to really ask for anything. It's just, between my sister and Comfort Pro, this all happened without me even knowing, really. And I didn't know that, I was actually going to get it till I think it was Friday. And I was just, I was just overwhelmed all weekend. So I still am, still like in shock.
Yeah, the one person actually had a new boiler,
But had no oil.
but had well that
Oh, no, that's the other one. That's
that
right.
just needed some service work, repair
Right,
work.
right.
And then the other one, the guy had a furnace, but he had no oil, and he couldn't afford oil, so we decided to put some oil, in his tank so you get the thing fired up and you get it running. And in fact, that's being done today also, being tested out and running. So everybody's going to have heat. At least the three people are going to have heat. This gentleman, of course, is the one that won the main prize.
The main prize of the free heating system, and he got a bonus. He got a free
water
hot
heater.
water heater
Free
too,
hot
because
water
we
too.
realized that was
Also bad.
in need. So it worked out great. We're looking forward to doing it again next year. I can tell you that much.
And it's really neat to be able to do this.
My granddaughter and my daughter don't have to wear jackets. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be nice. Yeah. It's gonna be different. If we're gonna have heat tonight, yes. Thanks to Comfort Pro, it's like a miracle come true. There's a God out there. Between my sister and my family and Comfort Pro, it's gonna be a pretty comfortable Christmas this year.